Can you guys see me? Okay, here we go. How's everybody doing? Hey, Julie. So, Paula, it says you said you'll be watching Can't Connect. Okay. So I don't know if you still want to do some role playing at the end of this. I don't know how we could do that together. There might be a way to do it. Maybe we can do it virtually. Hey, Paula. Hi, Tracy. Hey, Brooks. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I do stuff like this all the time. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'm sorry we started a few minutes late. So, the first thing I want to tell you guys is that I have major ADD. Like, I am the ADD person in the ADD group. So, do your best to follow along. I have a lot of great content to share with you guys, but just do your best to follow along with me. I apologize. I will go all over the place. I am not a methodical person, and that is actually one of the things that I'm going to talk to you guys about today when we're dealing with prospecting. We're going to talk about the different personality types. So we're starting at 2:08, so I'll take it to 2:38 like Paula asked. I would love this to be interactive. If you guys have questions, I'll keep that on. And I'm happy to reach out to you guys personally if you guys want to know how to close somebody, want to know how to sell, close, book a party. Those are my strengths. Let me tell you a little bit about me. So I'm 43 years old. I have 3 small children. I have an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and I have a 9-month-old baby boy. And my husband is an emergency room doctor. We live in Salina, Texas. You might have recognized me. We recently launched a program called RVs for MDs. When my husband was working in the ER, I was concerned when he was coming home, could he be exposing us? So we started this organization and it blew up and it was amazing. And anyway, it's dying down a bit now, but you might recognize me because we were all over the world for a little bit. So it was nice to have something to focus on during that time. But basically my story is this. I remember I was 19 or 20 years old and I was in the gym and I was teaching aerobics and personal training. And I remember somebody that I was training point to this young girl down the way and say, "Do you see that girl over there?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "She's making $2,200 a month." Now I was like 18 or 19. I can't remember what it was. It was in college at North Texas. And I said, $2,200 a week. I said, $2,200 a week. And he said, "Yeah, you should go talk to her." So I dropped everything I was doing and I said, "My name's Emily. What are you doing to make $2,200 a week?" And she goes, "Well, if you'll come over tonight and watch a video, I'll show you." Anyway, long story short, it was a network marketing company. At the time, it was called Family of Eagles. So we sold gold coins, of all things, which probably would be a good investment right now. But anyway, that was a changing moment in my life as far as personal development goes. I call network marketing for me for the past 20 years is just sheer personal development. I never was really that successful. I've always been able to recruit people, but I was never that successful in duplication. I never had the right product. I never had the right support system. It just never really worked for me. But I did dabble with it and work really hard at it at different times in my life in the last 20 years. I am successful in my regular job. I'm a director of sales in my software company. We do GPS tracking for trucks. And I'm a very, very, very busy person. So don't think if you're busy that you can't do this, because if you want to get something done, ask a busy person. But in those 20 years, the last 10 years, I marketed a product that was so hard to sell. I mean, it was called a Zyia, and it was science, and it was molecules, and I'm not a scientist, and I just wanted to show something to somebody and then move on, and that's not what that was. So it was a great product, but it just never worked for me. The most I ever made in that company was like $300 or $400 a month. Anyway, so here I am, doing well in my life, and my friend Jamesy calls me up, and she says, "Emily, I've been furloughed." And I said, "Okay." And she's my best friend. And she said, "I'm the breadwinner in my family, and I'm not really into network marketing, but my friend Misty, she's in this gig and I need to make money quickly. I need to make money fast. And so I just kind of need you to buy some stuff for me and support me. And I'm like, absolutely. I didn't even know what she was selling at the time. This was the end of April of this year. And so I was laying in bed and I got online and I started looking at these clothes. Now, I've been in the fitness industry forever, since I was 16. And I love to help people lose weight. So I already like to do those kinds of things. And I started looking, I thought, well, I need some new workout clothes. And I'd never been one to really buy more expensive workout clothes. I was kind of your Old Navy person. I never bought Lulu or anything like that, but I thought these are cute, these are great, and I knew I was going to buy from her anyway. So I bought like $300 or $400 worth of clothes, and I put my phone back down, and I'm laying there, and I thought, I could do that. I mean, I could really do that. So I called her back up, and I said, is this a business? Like, is this an MLM? And she said, yeah. And I said, I want to do this. I said, I want to leave Zyia. I want to branch away. I want to do this. And she's like, okay. And so the very next day, I just started walking around kind of like a crazy person, telling people, I sell activewear. Just all of a sudden, it just started coming out of my mouth. I sell activewear. And these were just people like my children's friends' parents that would come by and pick them up or whatever. I sell activewear. What do you think about that? Well, I think that's great. I'd be interested. So there was a bunch of people that were already really receptive. And so I started getting more excited. And I thought, I didn't have to explain this drink. I didn't have to do a demonstration of this lotion. I didn't have to explain this wrap or this shake or this water filter. I just showed them a pair of leggings. So then I'm like, okay, I think we're on to something. So here's what I want to say to you. If this is your first network marketing company, you are so lucky, because this is it. And I'm on here to teach you how to sell. I'm not going to try and sell you on the opportunity, but I am going to tell you this is it. Like, I have never seen anything like this in my life. You've got the world's women's outfit in your hands. No other company is doing this. The commission structure is unreal. Even if you never recruited anybody and just sold clothes, you can make 28% an item. You don't see this in network marketing. Network marketing, you're typically making $1 or $2, $3 per vitamin bottle, where you could get that same vitamin at any other store. Okay, people aren't thinking about their vitamins when they go to sleep at night, but women are thinking about clothes, and I'm just figuring this out. I saw a business opportunity. I was never really into clothes until I saw this business opportunity. Selling leggings is just the tip of the iceberg here. We're empowering women, making friendships, helping people get active, lose weight. We're doing it all. The leggings and the clothes are just kind of the tip of the iceberg, just kind of breaking the ice point of building this community. So now you're going to ask me, what's my biggest regret? I get a little jealous when I see Paula and some of those people out there that found this 2 years ago. I wish I had found it 2 years ago, but you know what? I found it 2 months ago. And here we are. And in my opinion, this is the best time because they got a lot of the kinks out. If you think we have kinks right now, I can imagine what they dealt with back then. So I wrote some notes down. First of all, where do I find my leads? You can do, by the way, if you see me holding my head or my hair, I have a neck condition called spasmodic torticollis. So a lot of times you'll see me do that, and that's why. My neck spasms without me telling it to. You can do this entire business from the comfort of your home. You never have to leave, and which is great because everybody's working from home right now. Here are where I've got my leads. Facebook, LinkedIn, occasionally when I'm out, and other network marketers. Those are my 4 pools. That is it. Facebook, you have your friends. These are people that you know, that you've actually met, that you've actually broke bread with. You also have your connections that you know from other people. And then some of you just make friends with people on Facebook just to make friends with. Facebook is not your prospecting system. It's just your lead pool. You have to talk to people, okay? You have to have conversations. And I'm so excited about what I'm going to share with you in just a moment. So here's what I do. This is your first thing. Write this down. You're going to reach out to all of your people on Facebook that you went to high school with or that you had just a good relationship with, and you want to catch up with them. And here's what you're going to do. Not a lot of us are going out right now, but let's have a video date. I want to have a Zoom date with you. I've been doing this. Like, this is how I've signed up every single person. I want to have a Zoom date with you. And they're like, okay. Like, I want to FaceTime. I want to see your kids. I want to talk. And then I want them to see my excitement. There's something about talking to somebody with the camera as opposed to just talking to them on the phone. So I get on the phone with them and we start talking. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Talk to me about your kids. What are you up to? You know, when you're prospecting, don't think about how can I get this person. Think about how can I help this person solve a problem that they have. Okay, so write that down. So you find out they've been furloughed. You have an opportunity. You find out they want to lose weight. You have an opportunity. You find out that they're lonely. You have an opportunity. So you're having these conversations and then they ask you, well, what are you doing? And you say, well, I'm doing my regular job. I've got my kids. And I've got this new opportunity. Oh, yeah, it's the thing that you're talking about on Facebook. First thing I always say is, you should totally do this with me. I just say it. And I'm silent. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, you should be a rep. I should? Yeah, you should be a rep. Oh, I can't do that. I'm so busy. I'm a principal and we're getting ready to get back to school. I don't have time to do that. And I go, really? And they'll say, yeah. And I'll say, okay, well, I guess worst case scenario is you'll just have to book a party. Well, yeah, I'll book a party. I'm always closing. You've got 4 people. Your nose, your parties, your customer, and your rep. When you book that party, you've got them hooked. Because now you've opened that Zyia relationship. I have a girl right now, and she got 90 people in her party. She is rocking this party. And do you think that towards the end of it, I'm going to say, Dee, do you really want me to be getting all these customers? Just making sure. Are you really sure that you want them all to go to me and you just want to earn some free clothes? No, I guarantee you she's going to be a rep. So start at the rep. Okay, well, you don't want to be a rep. Well, at least book a party. Well, I'm really busy right now. I will book a party. I go, well, okay, well, then the worst case scenario is let's get you trying something. Okay. So now you're on Zoom and you can talk about that, get their sizes and get that closed, but you're always closing. Don't leave the conversation with an open-ended thing. Like have the next appointment set. So if you don't book the party, book your next video date. Does that make sense with everybody? Am I still? Okay. So here we go. So Facebook, when you reach out, oh, and don't do the hey girl message. Ugh, I hate that. And every time someone sends that to me, I just want to go, that is such a copy and paste message. Like nobody wants to hear that. Nobody's interested in that. Like people want to talk to you. Just say, hey Paula, ? Nothing else. Wait. Hey Emily. Wait. What do you think of this? ? Pair of leggings. Wait. Those are cute. Wait. Come back. Do you like this color? Wait. I do. I prefer black. What size are you? 10 to 12. Hey, do you have a second? I'm going to show you some of these things and see what you think. Can I call you on video like right now? I'm going to actually, sometimes I don't, I just do it. Okay. Here we go. Did that feel invasive? No. I just put a little curiosity. They came right back. A little more. They came right back. You are not hard selling anybody anything. This is the women's world's outfit in your hands. Every customer you have can be a potential rep. Every party you book, you have hundreds of potential reps. You should have no problem with your prospecting pool. If you run out of leads on Facebook, let's go to the next box. LinkedIn. Unbelievable place to do network marketing. And there's a guy named Scott Aaron on Facebook. I did a training with him. You can write that down. He will teach you how to develop hundreds and hundreds of leads on LinkedIn, people that you don't even know to join your business. Fantastic training. Okay, where are we on time? I better hurry up. So you have to talk to people, always do, okay, combo parties. This is something that I've already booked like 10 parties for August. These are people that are in oils, they're in vitamins, they're in lipstick, and we're going to do combo parties. They're going to buy my leggings, I'll buy some lipstick. Honestly, I'm just doing this for more leads and more customers. They already know a little bit about network marketing, but here's my hope and goal. They're going to go, this is so different. It's not Young Living and doTERRA and all these different oils. It's one thing. It's activewear. There's no explaining. There's no education. There's no training. I got a pink, sexy, strappy bra. I got a black shirt that looks amazing. I got these Aztec things that show no cellulite on my butt. I look 20 pounds leaner than I did without them. Buy them for me instead of Lululemon. They'll be your customer for life. So that's why I do those things. Okay, let me move on to a new subject. There are 4 kinds of people. And I want you to figure out right now what kind of person you are, but I also want you to figure out what kind of person your prospect is. So write these things down. 4 colors. Are you ready? This was one of the most powerful trainings I ever took when I was 21 years old, and I still do it today. It's called the Magic of Colors. And at the end of this training, I'll put in the comments where you can find this. There's 4 colors of people. The first one is yellow. I love my yellows. I love yellows. They're amazing. They're open. They're very indirect. Now, when I'm talking to you, you be thinking about your prospects. Who are my yellows? They're very into relationships and communication. They're slow, not like me, relaxed. They're right-brained, but they can do a good job tapping into the left. How many people are yellows in the U.S.? About 35%. Very easy to get along with, great listening skills. And that's the one reason why they have lots of friends. They're team players, they're loyal, and they're dedicated, and they avoid conflict. Now, why am I explaining this to you? If you have a friend that's a yellow, and here's some of their weaknesses, by the way. They have a tendency to be very sensitive. They take things personally. They don't like rejection. And they tend to watch things happen instead of make things happen. And they tend to conform to a crowd because they don't want to rock the boat. They're not as goal-oriented, and they like to go with the flow. And it sometimes is easier for them to buy other people's excuses. They love people, animals. They like to volunteer. You'll find lots of teachers, social workers, nurses, Peace Corps, things like that. Now, I'm not saying that you're just all one color, but this is just one kind of group of people. What I'm saying to you is if you have a yellow prospect, you're not going to call them up and go, oh my gosh, I have the most amazing opportunity. We're going to take this thing all the way to the top. We're going to make 50 grand a month. We're going to be, number 1, and we're just going to do this thing. Let's just go, go, go. They're going to be like, you're crazy. That sounds scary and intimidating. No, I'm going to become a yellow. And I'm going to say, hey, Jamie, I had one the other day. She goes, Emily, I'm not motivated by money. I'm motivated by helping people. I'm motivated by hanging out and being a team player. Jamie, what I love about this opportunity is I get to connect with women every day. And we get to talk to each other and empower each other and talk about fitness. And it's just really therapeutic with everything that's going on in the world. And it's been an amazing outlet for me. And she's going to be like, oh, and she was. And remember this too, when you get these people in your business, you want yellows in your business. They're great teachers. They're team players. They will come to every meeting. They're great. They'll be loyal. But don't come at them too hard, okay? So those are your yellows. Blue. Crazy blue. Crazy. Open, indirect. I am aggressive, but I'm not direct, if that makes sense. Those are your reds, and we'll tell you about them. They're fast and spontaneous. They love relationships. They love to interact with people. They're right-brained. There's only about 15% of them in the U.S. Generally speaking, they tend to talk too much. They're enthusiastic. They're salespeople. They're optimistic. They're persuasive. They're playful. They're charming. They're motivating. They're bubbly. They recruit. They don't like methods. They like to compete. They like to have lots of attention. They like to have fun. They like to go to parties. All of these things. They don't like technical stuff. They don't like methods. They just like to be an entertainment or a salesperson. They're excited by action, and they love to be creative. What is their biggest fear? Not being liked by someone. That's me. That's blue. So if you go to a blue person, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. We have summits. We have all this recognition. You get to earn Nike shoes. We have these bonuses. You get to meet people like Paula, and you get to hang out with these people, and it's amazing, and it's competitive, and it's exciting, and you don't have to know all these details and science and things like that. Let's go, go, go. They'll love that. Don't approach them with something real methodical, low-key. Is this helping? Or have I lost my mind because I haven't slept in 24 hours? I've had all kinds of stuff going on at home. Okay, I hope this is helping. All right, the greens. Okay. Paula, thank you. I'm a little nervous right now because I haven't done this in a long time. I've done other types of sales trainings, but not network marketing. Okay, the greens. These guys are self-contained, indirect. They like tasks and facts. They're slow and systematic, very left brain. This is why they're very analytical. They're fact-oriented. We have 35% of the people. Oh, thank you, Paula. Yeah, just keep encouraging me because I'm feeling better when you guys kind of like, because I'm a blue. Blue people like affirmations. Okay. And as you will notice, I went straight for Paula when I came in this organization because I wanted to find the person that was making the big bucks and that was doing this and that had done it. And I did. I said, Jamie, I love you. She's my best friend. She's never done network marketing. I mean, this is like, I think I'm kind of like intimidating her. And I said, I got to go to Paula. I got to get to Paula. And I have, and I love her. And poor Paula. Anyway, so the green people. Okay, these are the people that are going to want to know, what are the leggings made? How are the leggings made? Where are the leggings manufactured? What is the pay plan? How much do you make on the first level? How much do you make on the second level? How long is it going to take to be a junior rep, a senior rep, a director? I know. I love them like romantically, but not, yeah. You got to go at them that way. Do not throw a bunch of blue at them because they're going to be like, whoa. These people are great to have in your business though because they're very systematic. They're loyal. Once a green gets it and accepts it, they're all in. But you got to let them. They have very good follow-up skills. They're very dependable. They're the most organized of all of your colors. They're accurate, precise, and efficient. They're good at persisting through tasks that most would consider boring. They're good problem solvers, well-read, conscious, and they tend to be very neat. Now they have some weaknesses. And I have some people in my group, they have paralysis by overanalysis. They get too critical. They worry that these were made in China. They worry that there might be some, it should be made in the USA. They worry that the restocks aren't happening the way they should. They worry, I know this really, I kind of get off on this, and I'm going to tell you why in a second, why I get off on the chaos that's happening in Zyia. That's tough for them. So you have to explain to a green why the chaos in Zyia is actually a good thing, and I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. So if you're talking to a green, you're going to show them the pay plan. You're going to let them feel the leggings. You're going to let them look at the statistics in network marketing. Last one, this is a great color right here. This is the red, and I've got a lot of red in me too. I guarantee you a lot of yellows out there are married to reds. They're self-contained, they're direct. They like tasks and facts. They're fast and decisive. They're left brain, but they also do a good job of tapping in the right. These are our natural born leaders. They tend to portray the most confidence of all styles. I see Paula as a red. They are powerful and they take action, massive action towards their goals. And by the way, they are very goal-oriented. Speaking of Paula, she's a great chameleon because she is relaxed. But let me tell you something. And I've just met Paula, but this is what I gather. Paula has a reason for every single thing she says, every single thing she does. It's very decisive. So she's got some green in her. She's got yellow in her because of her team player. Paula has figured me out. She recognizes me. She gives me affirmations. She asked me to do a training. She's figured me out. But she's got a little green. I don't see a lot of green with Paula. Paula's a red. I'm sorry. Paula's a red. She's our leader, in my opinion. She's it. They're very independent and self-sufficient. They're dynamic individuals. They have lots of energy and they can successfully juggle many tasks at one time. She's on the road to karate talking to me. I'm on the road to lessons and we're talking back and forth. Last night I was reading Cinderella to my daughter and all I could think about is somebody that I needed to talk to about this opportunity. And my daughter knows it. I can't help it. I am so obsessed with this company. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I can't contain myself. That's how I feel about this. And that's what I want you guys to feel because you're going to attract You want to attract the people. Do you want you in your business right now? I mean, ask yourself that question. Do you want you in your business? Because if you're not what you want, you're not going to attract it. There's a great book, write this down. It's called As a Man Thinketh. Guy's name is Alan something. It's an old style written book, but it's the best book you could ever read. Listen to it. It's not long. It's like 50, 60 pages. But it talks about what you think about is what you bring about. Another great book for you is Your First Year in Network Marketing by Jim Rohn. Great guy. I know some of you would rather jump out of an airplane than to call somebody up and sell them something. Anybody? Okay. I'm going to tell you a quick story. How many of you guys have ever been on an airplane? Most of us. What is one of the first things that happens once the airplane takes off, seatbelts off? The flight attendants, I'm going to stand up for this. The flight attendants walk by and they say, peanuts? Well, now they say pretzels. Pretzels? 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 Pretzels. And they do this and they go all the way up and down the aisle. Okay? Now, do you think that when somebody says, no, I don't want pretzels today, do you think that the flight attendant goes back into her bathroom and starts having anxiety? Oh my God, she didn't want my pretzels. Oh my God. I can't do this anymore. I can't offer pretzels to anybody else. I just can't. No. Some people just don't want pretzels. You know, some people don't want to buy our leggings. That's okay. You've got 4 kinds of people: your no's, your customers, your hosts, and your reps. The quicker you get to your no's, the quicker you can get to your customers, your hosts, and your reps. Does that make sense to everybody? Let the no's go. Don't care. Don't care. I'm just telling you, like, you're letting those no's get you less closer to your yeses. I had so much stuff I wanted to talk to you guys about. All right. What are people motivated by? We talked about that. You need to figure that out. You're here to help people, not just try to get people. Be the person that you want to attract. You are not a salesperson. You are a messenger. You have no idea who might be praying for this opportunity right now. I have literally had 3 people in my organization tell me they have been praying for this opportunity. Praying. Like in church, praying. You don't know what's going on in people's lives right now. You're intimidated to talk to someone that is barely successful at what they're doing to do this. I mean, you have an opportunity for these guys. We're only like 3 years old. We're going places. This is exciting. You have something to offer people. You don't know where they're coming from. You should not prejudge people. I do trainings with Sam Higginson, and you know, one of the things he told me was, he was like, what was I going to say? Okay, I just totally forgot what I was going to say. I had something important to say. But you should never prejudge somebody. Entrepreneurs listen to entrepreneurs. Big thinkers listen to big thinkers. There are some big network marketers that don't quite get Zyia yet because they are used to a consumable product. They don't understand the weekly new release and the restocks. What is beautiful about Zyia has gotten people to buy more per month because they want to, not because they have to. Are y'all following me? Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? You hearing what I'm throwing down? I don't have to buy the $500 worth of vitamins that are in my garage. I want to buy the clothes. So my customers, this is why we're different. I don't even think of this as an MLM really. Our customers are buying because they want to. Our reps are buying because they want to, not because they have to. And there's a very, very big difference. Big network marketers that are making millions and millions and millions of dollars, a lot of them have not grasped that yet with us. That's what I was going to say. Sam said, we haven't touched the iceberg with some of the big players because they haven't gotten this yet. And I'm okay with that right now. Let us get up there first before they move in. People want to do something they're passionate about. And like I said, selling leggings is just a tip of the iceberg. You're giving women a chance to be part of something huge. If you're passionate about Zyia, it's going to come out in your voice. This is so different from any other MLM. Nobody's doing what we're doing. Prospects are everywhere. Facebook is a gold mine, and so is LinkedIn if you treat it that way. Okay, let's talk about, we've got a few more minutes, and then we got to stop. Oh, I did a 3-minute presentation that you guys can show to your prospects that are on the fence, but I try to cover all the objections. I wish we could role play with somebody. Paula, is there a way for you to get on? Because I wanted to do a quick role play with how we do our video dates. Is there a way for me to get live with another person? Or no? Maybe I have an idea. I'm going to call Paula, and I'm going to put her on speakerphone. And we'll pretend that we're talking. Paula, text me your phone number. My boob's falling out. One of my girls just told me. I'm also going to put in the links, some of these trainings, information that I gave you guys. If Paula doesn't text me your number, somebody give me a phone number and we'll do a quick role play. Is Paula going to get, okay. Can you text me your number on Facebook? So you and I had talked about doing a quick role play so people can kind of hear how I prospect. Oh, and by the way, Paula told me to tell you guys that, okay, I've signed up 14 people, and we have about 18 people in our group now in the last 2 months. And I have so many prospects. I need a green right now to help me with my details. How do I do this? Invite you as a guest. Let's see. No. I don't know how to do it. I want to invite you as a guest. No. All right, well, let me just pretend I'm Paula. Does anybody know how I can do this by chance? How I can invite Paula as a guest? I don't see an option for it. It's okay. What I would like to do maybe next week or another time, or I didn't have to be here. I'd like to do like some role playing so that you guys can hear me cover objections. Does anybody have any objections that you want to type in that I can kind of answer? Like at the bottom of the screen, there's a little person. On the computer. I don't want to take up y'all's time. Okay, she's gonna call me. All right. Okay, so I do love closing, so I can't even believe I'm setting myself up for this, but if you have somebody that's really on the fence and you really want to get them signed up, give me a call and I'll do it for you. That's called a 3-way call. Old-fashioned network marketing, we used to do 3-way calls all the time.
Hello.
Hey, Paula, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm going to have to go to my other computer so I can see you.
Okay, good. Yeah. So I'm gonna just talk to you. We'll do a couple of different role plays, and I don't want to know what you're gonna say. I'm just gonna have you say it, okay? All right, are you ready?
This is not this is not
This is
pre-planned,
not
guys.
planned. I have no idea what I'm going to say back. Okay?
Go, hit me.
All right. Okay. Hey, Paula, what's going on?
Oh, so good. So far, so good. Just here at home with the kids. How you been?
I've been doing really good. What are your kids up to?
You know, Xbox, the pool, eating snacks. That's it.
Oh my
We've been home
gosh.
for a while now. It's getting boring, actually.
Oh, did you hear what
Yeah.
she said? Did you hear what she said? Boring. I know what you mean. So you guys aren't working right now? Or you're just at home?
Yeah, at home with the kids, helping them out. You know, I work out early in the mornings and then just entertaining them the rest of the day. Snacks. That's it. Yeah, no, I've been out of work for a while now.
Really?
So, yeah.
Man, you know what? I got to tell you something. With my kids being at home, it's been driving me back crazy. But I love my kids. But you know me, I'm always wanting to do something. I've got so many things going on all the time. But you know, Paula, can I ask you something?
Sure, what's up?
You know this thing that I'm doing, right? You've seen the clothes, right? Have you seen it?
Yeah, you've been, I don't know, are you working out? Like,
No.
are you, what's going on? Tell me what
Okay.
you've been on.
All right. You know, I wasn't sure. You know, I was thinking about calling you. Here's the thing, Paula. I've got so many people that have been calling me about this, but your name just keeps coming up in my head because I think that you and I could like totally like kill this because with your personality and my personality, but I'm selling leggings and I'm having fun and it's exciting and I get up in the morning and the first thing I look is at people messaging me wanting to know about clothes and oh my God, Paula, I've made like X amount of dollars in the first like 8 weeks and I've gotten X amount of dollars in free clothes. It's insane. I've never done anything like this. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know, but I don't have really, like, I mean, it sounds amazing. Sounds like you're enjoying it, but I don't think I would have the money to invest in, like, having a lot of clothes here. I don't think I have the time.
It's really crazy you say that. I never cared that much about clothes, to be honest with you. My friends laugh at me. I buy my clothes at Old Navy or whatever. But I saw a business opportunity, and Paula, women love clothes. I mean, they really love clothes. Here's what I think, just kind of from, because I hear what you're saying. I would love for you to be a rep, but you know what? Let's do this. Instead of you being a rep, now see what I just did? I took it away from her. Did y'all hear that? I took it away from her. Let's not make her a rep. So let me get back into my. Let's just do this. Let's not be a rep right now. You're right. It's probably a little too much. You know, too much money, too much excitement going on. Let's just book a party and see how that goes, and let me do all the work. You invite the people, and then just kind of get a feel for it. And that way, you can earn some free clothes, or you can earn some cash to do this. What do you think about that?
Well, that sounds fun. And what would I need to do?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so easy. So I'm gonna let's set up a date right now. It's so easy. Here's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna create this group, and you're gonna invite your friends to this group, and then
it's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook, so you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere. And I'm going to teach you exactly what to do for this party to be very successful. My goal is to get you $300 worth of clothes and 8 pieces half off. And that's it. And it's fun. It'll last 3 or 4 days, and I'll get the customers, you'll get the clothes, and then we can kind of regroup from there. Does that sound good?
Okay, sounds doable.
Okay.
Sure. What do you need me to do?
Okay, so let's pick a date in August. I'd love to do it in July, but I've got so many parties booked. By the way, you always want to have mindset with people. Let them know that you're really busy and you're not desperate. So well, how does August 12th sound? Does that sound good?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so what I'll do is I'll call you like on the 10th. So we'll discuss how we're going to do this party because we want to make it a successful party. Before we hang up, you know what I think you should do, Paula?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You know what would make this party even more successful? If you could just get a pair of anything, I mean something, a tank top, just so that you could just like show a picture of it. I guarantee you showing a picture of your tank top will help me get you a lot more sales. And here's the deal. If you don't like the tank top, I'll sell the tank top. How does that sound?
Sure. And how can I buy?
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So let's talk about your sizing, Paula. What sizes are you? Okay. So now here's what I've done. I've planted the seed in her head that she needs to be a rep. Okay. But I took that away from her. I've already taken it away from her. I have booked a party. So I've already gotten a potential 20, 30 customers and maybe more parties and reps. I've already done all that. We're done. I mean, this business is so easy. I've never done the party business. I wish I had known about this before. Now I'm getting her to buy products for me. So now, okay, so Paula, so I'm looking online. Now I want you to know that we actually, this legging that you like, it's in your size. We only have probably 1 or 2 left. We're probably going to go out of stock. So can we go ahead and get this really quick?
Oh, you mean that pink one?
The pink one, yes. It's in. It's in right now. It's in right now. It probably won't be in tonight, but it is right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
You say that
Yep.
can help
yeah, it's gonna
get more people interested in the party. Okay, and they're cute. I didn't know that you were selling them. I've seen them and I've actually thought they were cute, but I didn't know you were selling them. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it.
It is so much fun. I don't have to explain it to anybody or anything. It's so easy. So Paula, before I let you go, I want to talk to you a little bit more about Zyia so we can get you ready for the party. So I'll probably be sending you some more information and all of that stuff. And just remember this. There's one thing I want you to remember, Paula, because I would feel really, really bad at the end if I didn't explain this to you. I'm going to work like you know what for this to be successful. And at the end of this party, there's the potential of me gaining a lot of customers. And these customers will be customers for life. Okay? And I just want to make sure that you're aware that these are your people, not mine. Okay? So before we create this link, just understand those first people will be coming to me, and I want you to be okay with that. Are you okay with that?
Sure, yeah, if it helps you, of course.
Okay, now she's showing some yellow. I want to stop right there. If she was a red or a blue, she would have been like, whoa.
I am so not being myself.
Yes, she's not being herself right now. But if she had said, wait a second, I want to be a rep. Now, let me clarify something. And Paula, since you're on the phone, you tell me if I'm wrong here, because again, I've only been here for 2 months, so I might be saying some things that aren't accurate. From what I've learned, you're better to have someone that you probably think is never going to work the business as a faithful customer, because you'll make a higher percentage. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
There's people that are not meant for the business. And
yes.
I've actually had that happen where they just want it. And here's the thing. There's people, and this applies to many things. There are people that want to they want to improve in something, and just buying the book to learn, they feel like they already improved because they bought the book. Or people think that buying the starter kit, that was a big move for them. They got something done. They feel accomplished. They overcame something. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna go work the business for them. And it's something that we talk about, the levels of desire. And 80% of people on this team right now are not interested in making big bucks, in making big things happen, just a little bit here and there. So when in conversations, I mean, and this is great what you're sharing, and when you're posting, when you're reaching out to people, you'll see like some people would get scared if you tell them that there's recognition and there's scripts. They're like, I don't want to leave my house. There's people like that. It's not wrong. It's just different personalities at beside different point. But I do believe. I mean, there's people that sign up and they were buying because they were comfortable buying, but you ask them and they don't want to hurt your feelings. And
yes.
They sign up because I want to help Paula. I want to help her. I want to be part of whatever she's doing. She's so happy, so bubbly. So I want some of that positivity. Yeah, buying the starter kit may not be the thing for personalities, but for them that was a big win. And now being part of a community where they're seeing other people win, that makes them happy.
Paula just hit the nail on the head. Let me give you an example. She's become a really good friend of mine. She's an attorney. She was my first person that I signed up, and we've become very good friends. And she was what you would call a connection on Facebook, but not a friend at the time. I mean, Facebook is such a gold mine, and we could do a training on this. I mean, I've built my whole business on Facebook so far. But she signed up, but then she kind of realized, you know what, this is fun, but she's an attorney and she's very busy, and she's not really interested in the business. And she has a prospect for me that that I think would be phenomenal at this. And she was gracious enough. I mean, this is some yellow coming in to say, you know what, Emily, I have somebody that I could probably sign up, but I want them to go directly under you because I can't work with them the way that you could, and I don't deserve that. And I'm like, oh, come on. And she said, no, I want you to sign them up. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, that's, and you're going to have people, we call them MLM junkies, and that's not a bad name, but they'll come to all your meetings. They will support you. They will buy, but they might never have bigger goals to grow. They're just enjoying, and junkies, I didn't mean to say that a negative word, but we call them that. They're just enjoying the experience. You need those people. You really do. You need them. And you know what? They can lead you to something that you never imagined.
Yeah. And the thing is, when I first signed up, I just wanted to make a little bit of money. And then when I saw, once I came in and there was recognition, there were shoes, there was extra cash, and I'm not motivated by money. I'm more motivated by chasing a thing that I can win. So to me, earning the shoes was doable. It was under my control. Like, I am going to do whatever it takes to earn the shoes.
You know something Paula just said? Go ahead, Paula.
So just to give you guys an idea, so if things change, so maybe right now you find somebody who is not interested or whatever, but then they see what's going on around, or certain things just start waking up in that they never found in them. They didn't know they have them, and now they're like, wait, there's a stage. Like, I want to walk on a stage, or I want to do that. It's like, that's how you get sometimes some people to sign up for a race, because they want to feel that they've accomplished something. It doesn't mean that they're going to run 27 million races and get all these medals. But it's like, for once, I want to do something for myself, something that's meaningful. So when you're sharing about the opportunity, you have to share not just if you're only sharing about the community, which is great, you're gonna attract the people who want that, the yellows. If you're not sharing about the travel opportunities, the incentives, and these things, then you're not catering to that type of people, the people that are motivated by winning challenges and things like that. And you want to have all kinds of people in your team.
She's exactly right. She's exactly right. One thing I wanted to come back to, and this doesn't talk so much about closing, but I know, Paula, there's a lot of people on here that want us to teach how to close a yellow, but we may not have time to do that today. But all of this stuff I'm hearing about the chaos with Zyia, from someone that's been in network marketing for a long time, I wouldn't have it any better. A friend of mine who's a multi-millionaire in network marketing, he got in during the chaos. And that is where you want to be. I don't want to come in here, the Amway 20 years from now when everything's just do. I want to be in the action. This is where the action is. The people that stay and focus right now are the ones that are going to the top. And I just wanted to get that out of my system. Do you know what I mean, Paula?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, totally.
But I tell people, when I'm closing these sales, I tell people right up front, here are the challenges. We are a boutique. You will be frustrated. We will go out of stock. There will be people wanting to buy things that we don't have. There will be days you can't get on your computer. There will be times you can't get in touch with customer service. I go through all that because I'm throwing those out right then. I don't want to deal with it later. And I tell them that, and they're good with that, and we're all good. I just tell them. I don't want to surprise them. Um, does anybody have anything else before we go?
I don't know, because I can't see you on Facebook right now. I'm on the phone.
Okay, I have lots of people asking questions. Do you want me to answer them?
Let me hang up from the phone.
Okay.
Because I don't want.
Okay. All right. Okay. Bye. Okay. So let's start at the bottom. There's nothing compared to coming to a company at the beginning of a company. Absolutely. I'm a yellow. God love you, Kate. I love yellows. This is the magic time. 2 years from now, we will be saturated with reps. Absolutely. What an excellent training. Michelle, thank you. You knew that I needed to hear that because I'm a blue. Red would say, heck no, I want to be a rep again and gain the money and customer base. Yes. Just remember, don't go at a red and talk about community. They're going to be like, that's like peace and love and all that. That's not what they're interested in. I'm the type of person that hates talking on the phone. I've got to get better at this. Kate, I wish I could call you right now. We got to get past that, Kate. Are you still on? Come on, Kate. What is it about the phone that you don't like? I am going to give you guys a YouTube video at the end of this training that you can use for all your prospects. All right. Anybody else? Great advice. Thanks, Holly. Doing awesome. Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Amy. Pretzels. I think that's it. Thanks, you guys, so much. Oh, wait. Wait, one more question. Nothing compared. Is it the lack of stock, etc., because of the huge growth, or the selling of? Is the lack of stock an advantage? Is the lack of stock, etc., because of a huge growth or selling advantage? I think the lack of stock is brilliant. I think it's the most brilliant thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's a little frustrating that you miss a few sales here and there, but it's like I almost wonder if they're doing it on purpose, and I hate to say that, but it is brilliant for us because when things come in stock, you're not having to sell. You're like, well, you're going to get it or it's going out, and we may never have this item again. They're going to buy it. So I kind of hope that we always do it like this, but that's just me. That's the blue in me. Emily, I believe you mentioned make sure not to sound desperate for asking for parties. Question, if someone tells you yes, they'll do a party for you, but took over a week to get back to you, and now you have triple parties booked, would you ask to push the party out? Oh, absolutely, Lori. I would absolutely do that because your time is valuable, just as valuable as their time. And, you can't do all the parties in 1 month, and you want to just book it out, push it out. You want to have mindset with people. Take it away from people. Last thing, I did want to say this. And I hope this isn't a touchy subject to everybody, but since Facebook is your playground of prospects, I would be careful with what you post. I try to be careful with political things, negative things. Make your posts creative, make them engaging. And I did a video the other day that I signed up 4 people from. And it was after a dental surgery, and I was on probably something, but I put that phone right in my face, and I said, I just need you guys to know why I'm doing this. And for those of you that have been furloughed or need to make extra money or want to do something, the time is here, the time is right. And I just told them like it was. And I had 4 women call me and text me and say, where do I sign up? I'm ready. I don't want to go into details of why this is a perfect opportunity because you guys all know what's going on in our country today, but I'm going to tell you something right now. There's been never a better time for working from home, building community, have a goal to shoot for, and guess what? It's a product that is everybody's buying, and the percentages. Did you guys see the Dow? Everybody's buying workout clothes. When's the last time you saw somebody in a pair of jeans? It's like God got this perfect storm for us right now. I was just wondering, Lisa, Melanie, if it was done stock out on purpose or because of huge growth. Oh, I don't know the answer to that. So I'm going to post this video for you guys to use. It's a quick video. I can redo it if you don't like it. It just talks about why you should do Zyia, and it covers the objections. I will also post in the comments the LinkedIn training. I got you guys, I called some of these people before I did this to give you guys a discount rate. And the Jerry Clark, the colors. And one more person that I highly recommend that you listen to is Jeffrey Combs. He has a website and he has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of calls downloaded that he does every Tuesday. And he's been one of my mentors for 20 years and teaches all about mindset and prospecting and cold calling. And that's where I've learned a lot of my skills. So much more I wanted to discuss today, but we don't have any time. And I've got to get back selling and recruiting reps. And I think you guys are so great. And I'm so excited to meet you. And if I can help any of you close sales, ask me. If you're going to call and ask me how to set up an event or something like that, I can't help you. But if you need me to help you close a sale, I can. So you guys have a great afternoon and go sell a pair of leggings today and roll a rep and book a party. Bye.